Hello and salute everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Chatting with Nicole. If you have not subscribed, do that right now. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you to the family. Subscribe and also check out the rest of the videos. Thank you very much for your support. So the exploration, the visit to Dakar continues, right? So this afternoon shouldn't be any different. But today, this afternoon shouldn't be any different. Today specifically, I am super excited because I am somewhere that I have been meaning to visit. I put it on my list since 2010, and I have made it, and I'm super excited, so I have to share it with you. So to tell you what that is, I have a question of the year for you. So my question of the year is, which country in the African continent has the tallest or biggest monument or statue in the African continent? I'm not talking about the world. The world is the second. But in the African continent, do you know what that is? While you're Googling, while you're trying to find out what that is, my follow-up question is, do you know what that is? Do you? Well, while you're trying to shout it out to me or still trying to figure out, still trying to think about it, I want to tell you that it is the African Renaissance Monument. Can you see that? I am right in front of it. Now I can't hide it anymore. It is the African, monument, African Renaissance Monument. Renaissance just means rebirth. So I'm just saying rebirth of Africa. So that is the statue. It is the tallest in the African continent. And as you can see the steps, let me show you the steps. You see those steps? There are 50 of those to commemorate the 50 years. So that is it. It was opened in 2010 to commemorate the 50-year anniversary, it was opened in 2010 to commemorate the 50-year independence. So it is not just for Dakar, it's not just for Senegal, for the whole, African continent. It's for African people, it's for Africa. And from the feet of the father to the finger of the daughter, it is 52 feet, I believe, if I get it right. But I want you to, this is just brief, right? So I want you to check out this documentary that I have seen in 2012, a CNN documentary about the Renaissance in Monument. And I want you to check it out. It has a lot of information. It's short, but it has a lot of information. And it also has, the architect, African architect. I actually just I pass by his house every day. Every time we come back, I pass by the house of the architect who did this. They actually interview him, and it's very, very interesting. So if you love Africa, if you want to learn more about Africa, if you want to visit Africa, especially, Senegal, you want to know more, I recommend that you check that documentary out. But before, I'm going to leave it in a link for you, but before you do, I want you to come with me. I'm going to take you up. We're going to go together. We are going to take the steps, the 50 steps, we are going to take it together to get there. So I want you to have your comfy shoe on, have your tennis shoe on, have something in your hands to drink, and let's do it. So I flip you over. First, I'm going to show you the sign. So I flipped you over. So I'm going to show you the whole scenery. I'm going to show you the whole sign. Let me turn this way. So before I do, I'm going to show you the outside. The outside. It's crazy when you're driving over, it's so big. So this is the outside of the city. There's a restaurant here for people who get hungry. They can get to eat. This is just the outside. And then here is the name. Monument. Let me adjust it for you so you can see. Monument de la Renaissance. See? So it's basically, So it's basically saying the monument of the rebirth of Africa. That's what that means. Monument of the rebirth of Africa. That's what that is. So, and now, see, it's right there. So it just says monument of the rebirth of Africa, right? It's right there. So it just says it's monument of rebirth of Africa. As you can see, I'm trying to, so this is, it just says monument of the rebirth of Africa, and it is right there. Now we are going to take the stairs, and you're going to be with me. Hopefully you're going to be helping me get through these steps. But brace yourself. About to take the first step, and we're going to do it all the way there. Taking it. Okay, first 10. So here we are, we're taking the stairs. See everybody else taking the stairs. Pictures, taking pictures. I think I did the first 20. So I'm gonna speed this up for you because I don't want this video to be too long, because we're just taking the steps right now. So continue taking the steps, and I'll see you when I get close. Ooh, I'm feeling it.
Me too.
4, 4 down. 5 to go. 5 down. My heart is pumping. Almost there.
It'll work out. You just have to do this once.
Once, yep. Okay. So we have 2 more to go. Right? 2 more 18 sets to go. So let's do it together. See how I'm breathing, right? This is no joke. And that's me. Have not walked out for like 3 weeks. I shouldn't be bragging about it, but all right. 15 more. 18 more. So stay with me. Almost there. Stay with me. Almost there. And we made it. We made it. So we are here. So 50. We just took 50 steps. So here we are. This is it. We are right here. Oh my God, my legs are numb right now. So I'm taking you over to the front, and I'm gonna let you check out the signs. So this sign, it basically just saying it was inaugurated on Saturday, April 3rd in 2010. And it was in presence, all these presidents were present in all these countries were there, basically. They were present. That's what it's basically saying. That is commemorated this day and with by the president with all these countries, with all the leaders of these countries present. That's what it's telling us. There's another sign here. Okay, this message is very important. The message is for young Africans. It's addressing the young African of the diaspora. It's telling them this monument, when they see this monument, they should remember what it represents. You know what I mean? How we're always talking about Africa. You know, this is a message for the young people to always remember what this monument, people, the sacrifices, where we come from, where Africa comes from, what they've been through till today. You know what I mean? Like, just for them to remember and know where they come from. So this is the outside. So I'm taking you. This is a surrounding. I mean, so the monument is here. Every time you look, you can see the the finger of the baby. See the baby's finger. See the baby's finger. I'm right underneath it. So I'm taking you back so you can see the surrounding, just outside of it. Outside of it, the surroundings. Literally, like, you see the sea. I'm gonna try to walk around for you to see. You know, that's just, it's in the middle of the city. Literally in the middle of the city. You see the sea, see the water right there. The water is surrounded. It feels like we are in the middle of the water. You know what I mean? Like we're in the middle of the boat. We're in the boat in the middle of water. That's how it feels like. That's how it is, actually. So if you look at the city, you see there's water behind the city. See? That's water. It's all surrounded the city. It's like we are right in the middle. Not just but in the middle of the city. In the middle of the city. Literally. Literally. So we are going to get back down. So if you look out behind it, there's a restaurant. I mean, not a restaurant, but toilets, bathroom. They have bathrooms outside, and then you have kids playing here. Trying to go up. See kids? Scary kids. The wind is very strong right now. So this is another angle. I'm trying to walk around as you can see the city. And it's literally like water. It's amazing. It's amazing how the country end up, the city, I should say, end up, or the country end up in the middle of water. In the middle of water. Here we are. Look at the leg. I'm gonna try and bend down and see if you can see more. I'm gonna bend. Here I am. Okay, here I am. If I bend down a little bit. Now I'm gonna zoom it for you to see. That's her thigh, her legs. And the father, look at him grabbing the baby. Grab the baby. I really want you guys to check the documentary when they ask him, they asked the architect what is going on with the girl, with the lady, with the mother's clothes. And he was trying to explain that it was difficult. I'm going to let you guys see it, but he said it was difficult for the leaders to accept that, given that, you know, Senegal is Muslim country. It was difficult for them to make mother, but they were like, this is modern days. You know, say they tried to convince them that it was modern days, and you know, and that's how it was gonna be. So they sold them, and they were okay with it. And plus, it wasn't just for Senegal. The fact that it wasn't just for Senegal is for the whole country, the continent. You know, other African countries. So I guess they sold them the idea to leave the mother like that. So here we are. I'm gonna try. See, that's as close on the as close I can get for you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see and to be right underneath it. And here's her feet. You know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be. I'm just, you know, telling you. So this is, you know, you pay here, and you basically go in, and they're gonna do the tour, and we are going to do that. We're gonna do the tour, and I'm gonna share more with you from the inside. So we made it inside. So this is the main floor, and that is our tour guide right here. He's gonna do the tour for us. So we basically pay equivalent, 3,000, it's equivalent of $5 right now. So basically $5 to do this tour. When you come to, as you guys can see, you have the presentation here. The presentation is to have all the African, you know, the important people in Africa, the people who made a difference in Africa. So you can see a lot of them here, and a little bit about them, you know, what they have done, which country they're from, what time to what time, all the presidents that, you know, left a mark, have made a change in Africa. And it is very, very moving when you come here, see the monument itself, you know, and the effort that was put in it and the reason behind it. So it's very, very important. It's a lot of culture in here, a lot of rich culture in the information, the education, the knowledge in this room here. And the message outside that I was reading to you earlier, the message for the young African generation. If you follow me, you know how I'm big about new young African generation, how I'm big about them being interested in Africa, you know, knowing where they come from, because I feel like they are our future. And I think every young African, you know, girl or a boy should be able to see this, be able to know the history of what Africa is, where we come from, how far we have come from, I should say. So it's very important. It has all the flags of every African continent. I mean, every African country. I remember the guy who, it was a Senegalese, who came to the monument for the first time. And his story was so moving. He said when they were building the monument, they were so upset because the country, there are so many poor people, you know, sleeping hungry, don't have food to eat. And they were spending so much money building a monument. So he said that he promised himself he will not come to the monument. He will not come. It wasn't until he brought somebody here, and then it changed his mind because of what he has seen. So he saw what they have done. He looked at it. He saw the history. He seen how many people they were representing. So he understood that it's not just for Senegal, it is for the whole Africa. So he's seen the pictures and he took pictures, and he's like, after seeing this, it changed his mind. He was glad that he came. Now he's going to make sure that his children comes here to see what he saw, what he witnessed. So he doesn't feel like it was a waste of money anymore, because he understood what was done, the reason why they did it. You know how we go to New York, everybody wants to go. Here you go, MLK, I have a dream speech. You see it there. So he's represented here. Of course, he's represented here. You know, so Obama is even there. And he basically, you know, you go to New York and we know what the monument we go to. Everybody wants to see that. Everybody and their mama, every country, they want to see that. This is representing Africa. This is us for Africa. This is it for us, Africa. So the message is very, very moving and very, very important. And I think this monument, it is a monument that I believe, if you love Africa, if you have any interest in Africa, and you want to just to see, this is one of them that I will say you need to bring your children. You need to bring your kids. You need to come here. You need to send them, even if you don't have to come to them. I mean, come with them. And it doesn't have to be one. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be, what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't have to be you and the children. You know, you can send your children here. They don't have to be from Senegal. They don't have to be from any other country, because this thing here, this monument here, is for Africa. And it just warms my heart. And I am very grateful that I'm able to see this. I am very grateful that I'm able to share this with you. And I want you to do more research. I want you to do more research. That little boy, I was trying to take a video. He was serious trying to take a picture. His father was taking him a picture. He was so serious. Anyway, as I said, please, you know, do me a favor, learn more about this monument, learn more about why, you know, read more about the architect. Check out the documentary that I'm talking about. Just go to Google, just Google it, you'll see it. You can see they have cameras here just displaying pictures. And you see how many people are there because it's holiday time. Here goes our tour guide. He's basically telling us we have to go upstairs to the second floor. There's more to see. So we are walking down the stairs. We're gonna go up, more stairs to take, more steps to take. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna see what we're going to find there. So come on with me for us to do more discovery, I should say. So here we are on the second floor. These are the sculptures of the kings, the Amazons, different tribes of Senegal, Egypt, Ethiopia. A lot of representation here. I am not going to do you justice because I want you, it is so much here that I want you to go and Google and just go to a gallery and read more about this. There's a lot of people. I'm trying to, you know, take a better picture, a video, but you're going to see a better one. I'm going to wait till everybody leaves this room and I'm going to take a better one for you to see. But you can see, look at the sculptures and it's just amazing. And the tour guide is talking of course, explaining who everybody is. So it's good to see, you know, it's a beautiful thing. So I am going to, so I do want you to Google, he's explaining everything in French, and I will not be able to translate everything. But I do want you to take a look. I do want you to do some research. I do want you to learn more about this place, about this second room. They don't have names. They don't have the names, you know what I mean? Like you can read. And so it's hard to look and see each one and follow everything he's saying. So I believe I want you to really do some research if you're interested. The documentary that I'm recommending to you did not really specifically describe everyone in this room, everyone represented in this room, the cultures represented in this room. But I think that it is something that you can learn more about. They even have the slaves, you know, they represented the slaves. And I'm going to, we working that way. Let me see. Because I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of research before I came. And I want you to do that. This is the slaves. And basically he's just saying that this one here, this man here was accomplice. He was an accomplice, and he was the one selling his, you know, his fellow Africans to white people. Because everywhere, every country that there were slaves, there was always their fellow Judah. There was somebody who was Judah. Judah was the one, that's why he's sitting, you know how comfortable he's sitting? He was selling his fellow Africans, and he was living off of them. I can only imagine how much they even paid him, you know. And I know every country has that. Every country with the slaves, they had an accomplice, you know, selling their, it's crazy. These are, you know, they're representing the slaves here, as you can see. And then he's saying these are the, you know, different tribes of, he was explaining, so he's basically just explaining, he's explaining the different tribes of Senegal. For example, the guy with the hat, and he has his, the thing, he's Fulani. He's Le Peul. In French, we call it Le Peul. I don't know what we call it in English, but they are the ones with the, you know, you looking for milk, because they are the one who, with the animals. They were really good with animals. So they are the Peul, and this is another tribe of Senegal. So the four that we just passed were, and this is a story. Apparently, this is a tradition. It's a tradition that that happens in this particular tribe. Like a woman who is barren, he can have children, and he will come here to ask for blessings so that he can bear children. And you know, this woman, there's another one behind him. And this is the tradition, the way the situation goes, or the prayers, or you know how it goes. So he's there, she's behind him, trying to honor the prayer or the request for the woman to be able to bear children. So I hope I'm explaining it, but that's the gist of the explanation, what he's telling us. So now he's describing those, you know, different music that is played, the instruments that the music are playing. And then you see the fighting over there. That is another culture and thing. They're wrestling. So wrestling, I need to find out where does wrestling actually come from. But you can see in the middle there, those big giant, man also fighting. That's another sport that was always in a long time, like a old apparently, because you might think that wrestling is something and just in our generation, but wrestling has been there for a very long time. So we just passed some of the instrument as well, another instrument, and then you can see, just see this representation. It's amazing. I love it. So he's setting us, so now we are going back to the next floor. So we are going to the third floor because there's more to see. So follow me. I'm gonna try to take more of close-up pictures for you. I was trying to get some signs like the names, but it's only one that has it, so the rest do not have it. Look at these. So they can go ahead of me and I'm gonna follow later, but I just wanna, without everybody here, I want to just take a different round so that I can show you better pictures without everybody in front of me before I join them upstairs. Hopefully I don't miss much. So this is, watch this, and then I'll see you on the next floor. I'm not gonna cut this to interrupt, but that was my niece. My niece is waiting for me, so she's making sure I was still around. So so I made it to the third floor. This is a very special place as well. So you see, it's like a living room. The setup is a living room. It is a gift. Remember the names of all those countries that I show you at the door? When they did inauguration, every country brought a gift. So every country brought a gift to represent. So the living room was given, miss which country it was. They have a gift from Benin, Mali, I think that's Mali. It's just not all of them have a sign, otherwise I would have shown you that. This is another gift from one of the countries. That's another one, the mask behind you, behind the ladies right here. And then this tapis, this one, and so this painting is one of the gifts as well. And I'm going back to the right here. So I'm trying him to get. Here is another gift. So everything in that room was brought in by other countries to represent. And I think it's very special that they displayed it in this room. That's the gift room, representing each country, each culture. And the gift is like the traditional gift, for that, representing that particular country. You know what I mean? So that's a big deal. So, you see these. What is the tradition? What is that? The main, big tradition in that country is what they brought with them to represent. This is me. So if you look at particular sculpture, you see this is this country. Look at this outfit. if you bring this, this is for this country specifically. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just trying to take more pictures. I'm letting everybody leave so that I can do that for you. So I'm trying to get close up before they kick me out. Look at the art. I like it. I guess I'm not the only one. So these ladies are messing up my plan. Okay, there you go. So I got that. Going back. I was hoping they would be going too, but I guess they were doing the same thing I'm doing. So we're just gonna share. So I'm just doing the display for you to see. So I'll just let you watch, and then I'll see you. This is another gift, another one, and then plenty. See, everybody's trying. So this is other gifts that they left in here. So just watch, and I'll see you on the next floor. So this is the 4th floor. So we took more steps. And this is the floor that tells you, give you the story of the monument, how much it weighed, how much it cost, how long it took, the length. Remember, I was telling you that's what he's saying. He's saying from the feet of the father to the finger of the baby is 52. So he's basically just explaining to us, and I want you guys, you have all the details on Google. It will tell you the weight, how heavy it is. And you see the crown of the father, the head, the crown that he's wearing, the light, it's a light. There's a light, it's like a lighthouse there. That is where you will go all the way up. If you want to see the city, you go all the way up, and you can see through the crown that he's wearing. So it is very nice, and I'm going to, after he finishes, I'm going to show you the room without him in it, and then I'll see you on top.
Le budget global de construction du monument est de 12 milliards de francs CFA, soit 30 millions de dollars américains, entièrement financé par l'État sénégalais.
You just listen to some French. Those of you who do not speak French. 30 million. He just translated about $30 million. Is how much it took. But I mean, it's crazy. You can see why Senegalese were upset that you're hungry and you're wasting it. So we are turning back. There's more to see, he said. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this opportunity and see if I can get up close for you before we leave here. So here we are. So this is the next door, next room. We have the president's presentation here, as you can see. Let me let you listen.
Derrière là-bas, vous avez le portrait de 2 Afro-Américains. Vous avez le portrait de 2 Afro-Américains.
So more presidents, more people to honor here, represent here, as you can see. And over here, I want you to listen, and then I'm going to say more. I know you guys, some of you already heard, basically figure out what he just said. but he's saying MLK is, if this guy can move, MLK is on the left, or my left, and you see the middle representation, and you see Obama facing him. You see MLK has his hands, I know, behind the man, but you can see that's his hands, that's MLK. Pointing, I have a dream speech, and Obama facing him with his speech, yes we can. I think that's really powerful. I really just love it. So this is more pictures, representation, gifts, and this is the map of Africa. This is the map of Africa. Now we are going to go down so that we can get the map of Africa. Can you guys see it? You can see Africa in it.
Somalia for you.
I'm asking you guys, my viewers, can you guys see the map of Africa? So we came back down to the main floor. This is the elevator. We made it to the Crown. We are inside the Crown right now, and I'm showing you the city. See how beautiful it is. Look at the city. It is surrounded, like I'm telling you, it's like in the middle. And then after, you guys saw earlier, after that is just the sea. And if you're looking through here, you can look at the baby. Look at the baby. Let me show you the baby. I'm trying. The wind is so, shoot, my phone is shaking right now, and I'm worried. Look at the hand of the father carrying the baby. Look at the baby. That's the baby, and her arm, and the baby, the father holding him. So I'm looking through the crown. You know, when you see the picture, you see the crown that he's wearing, the crown in his head. That's where I am right now. So it's light, so you can see, if you see it at night, you see that there's light. That's where we are. That's where we are. That's the baby. Look at the baby head. That's his hands. That's the city. And then I'm gonna try and go to the other side, because the guy said that if I go to the other side, I can look at the face of the mother. So let me try, because I'm telling you, my phone is shaking, and my stomach is like it is crazy, because it's so high up, and the wind is so, you know, strong. So my hand is shaking. Look at the face of the mother. This is the face of the mother. Look at, that's her face. Oh, I'm looking right at it. Look at her. That's her teeth. Look at the arm still holding. That's as close as I can get. So guys, this is beautiful. It is just beautiful. Look at the city. I'm just like, ooh. So now we are going to make our way down, and I'll see you downstairs. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed everything. We are about to get down now. We are about to take the 50 steps back down. So I hope you are ready. So here we go. We are leaving the monument, even though I don't want to go, but we have to leave. So here we are. Take one step at a time. I kept looking because let me just show you in front of me. I just want you to see what I'm seeing right now. Just want you to see what I'm seeing right now. It's an amazing view. So let me zoom this. See the water? Like I keep saying this, like I see the water behind the city. Look. See the water behind, you know, that's the street, the roads. Cars are passing by. So we are about to go down. Just wanted to show you this. We are heading down now. I'm gonna speed it up. All right, so I'm on my last 36 steps right now. So I'm about to get down now. And it was a pleasure, you know, touring this amazing monument with you. And I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And I hope that you are putting this on your list to visit now. So this is something that I will encourage you. Even if you don't like Africa, even if you've never been to Africa, even if you're not African, you see how many people, non-African people that we see here. You know, I showed you there are a lot of ethnicity. Everybody's here. And it's a place to come to. So I want you to add this on your list to visit. You know, Google it. Look up the documentary that I told you about. Check it out. And please, you know, subscribe if you have not subscribed. And also, if there is a place, if you've been to Senegal and there is a place specifically you want me to visit and you think it's interesting, you want me to check out and show everybody, put it in the comments for me. If there's something specific you want me to show you, put it in a comment for me so that I can do just that. But please stay safe and blessed, and I'll see you next time you see me.